Yes! It's finally here. Now, I saw this movie in Missouri today, alone. I spent a weekend with my cousins this week, and so I had to drive home from St. Louis to Nebraska. Yeah, that's right. You know, my parents wanted to go off and have dinner without me. I'm a terrible son, so I'm like, all right, I'll go see Hannah Montana. You know, why not? And it was not horrible. High School Musical 3. Everyone gave me a bunch of crap because I actually really liked High School Musical 3. I thought it was a really good movie. This movie, it's not really good. It's okay. It's kind of, sort of good in a bad way. One of the biggest problems is I know it's directed to younger people, but it treats the audience like a retarded 7-year-old. It's like they have to remind us the story. Like in the very beginning, it opens up with her trying to get to a concert, and she's about to go up on stage, and her dad's like, "Oh, by the way, you're doing the dishes tonight," and she's like, "Oh, but I did that last night." And he goes, "Well, you wanted the best of both worlds." That's supposed to be like an inside joke or something. Speaking of humor, I take back what I said earlier. The biggest flaw for this movie is being desperate for laughs. There is so many over-the-top gags and slapstick jokes that are just... and a lot of them are just pointless. So let's take a break from the movie so we can be attacked by an alligator and be bitten by an ostrich. Why? So we can make the 2-year-olds laugh. Yeah, sure, that's a great idea, but instead of just trying to make the little people laugh, how about you actually put effort into your movie and just make a quality film so it's respected by everyone, just be a good family movie? Because the depressing thing is, there are actually some really good moments in this movie. I'm like, heck, it's actually getting really good, but I cannot forget all those gigantic flaws in the beginning. I mean, there are some scenes in this movie where I'm like, wow. Like, I would have given this movie a way higher rating. But I cannot just forget some of the ridiculously bad dialogue. I mean, there is some very laughable stuff. It's not like it's really surprising. But I do think, assuming this movie is complete crap, because it's really not. It's actually rather good. And just rating it 1 star on the internet for no reason and giving me crap for liking it when you haven't seen it, that's just completely ignorant and childish and close-minded. Look, I don't like the TV show, so I'm going to harass everyone who says it's an okay movie. Because I'm tough. I'm glad I sat near the front of the theater, so I turned around and there was these 3 girls standing up dancing. I don't think it's going to cause many converts like High School Musical 3 did. Because I'm serious, I thought High School Musical 3 was a really good movie. And I thought it was a lot better than the other ones, and I thought maybe just... if you forget that it's a High School Musical movie, you know, I think most people could enjoy it. And this one, if you're not a fan and you're not young, heck, there's some points of this movie I'm like, wow, only the young fans are gonna get it. I would say most fans would like it. Heck, I practically hate the show. I think it's retarded, and I would say I kind of liked it. There are some really good parts. Near the end, I'm like, wow, it's got a good message, and this is a good family film. Its target audience, they'll get what they want out of it, you know? But for everyone, no, it's not for everyone. It's not a great film. You can see its flaws from a mile away, but it's alright. It's not horrible. Really, this whole movie is just Miley Cyrus and her dad. All the other characters from the show that you know get barely anything at all. Even her brother, he barely has any lines. There's a few moments with him that I actually thought were pretty funny. The thing with the humor is, it's really not all that funny of a movie. And I don't really think it really needed to be, but it tried to be really hard sometimes. And it was just desperate. There were so many scenes where I was just rolling my eyes. I'm like, okay, wow. He got a giant squash on his head. But, you know, the stupid kids were laughing, so... job well done, Disney. Mission accomplished. Apparently this movie features like 14 new songs or something off the soundtrack. Like, sure, play those songs, but it seemed like at some points they were just trying way too hard to present them. It's like, take a break from the movie entirely. I'm like, oh, we're gonna sing this new song. And I'm not just talking about the movie playing in the background, I'm talking about her, like, performing it. In one scene in particular, at absolutely no point, just got on the stage and sang some stupid hoedown song, and it went on forever. Miley Cyrus is not the best actress. Well, she wasn't all that terrible here. There's one scene in particular where she's trying to be emotional, and her voice got like all high pitched, and she was like, ah! And I was laughing, but she did okay. I don't think I saw what I read about. I was like, what'd she say on the Oscars? Like she was hoping to get nominated. That's truly hilarious. And she also said that she thinks it's more emotional than people expect. I guess that's kind of true. Near the end, it was rather emotional. I think it succeeded on that point. Although it is a very corny movie. I mean, the dialogue is really... for the most part, really isn't any better than you expect from the Hannah Montana movie. But like I said, if you're a fan, of course you're going to go see it. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I can't really picture a Hannah Montana movie that would disappoint its young fans. But I'm just saying, like with High School Musical, with High School Musical 3, I was like, okay, fans are going to explode from this movie. This movie, I don't think it's as good. I can probably understand some people not liking it because really some of the other characters are barely in it. But I think it gets better as it progresses, and there are some good moments. I do think it's a decent family film. If you didn't like Hannah Montana before, I don't think this movie is going to change your mind. So overall, I'm going to give the Hannah Montana movie a 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to go put on a wig and sing.